What at? What's going on? Day 32. February 1st. No excuses 2024. Here we are. It's like, I think it's just past 8 now. I got down here 7:30. It gets light now at 7. You know, I mean, not technically sunrise, but it's right about there. But it's bright enough out to get outside. For me, because I'm still a little scared of the woods at nighttime. I mean, I guess it's the same thing during the day, right? But you can see better. But I almost fucked up first thing this morning, because February, I'm switching over to carnivore diet, getting off carbs and sugar for at least a month. You know, it's a short month, even though it's leap year, it's a short month, so I chose that one for that reason. And also, it's my first day of like what some people are calling a digital detox. I mean, yes, I'm on my video on my phone. I'm still gonna post my daily videos, but I can't do any scrolling. You know, I can listen to music and shit like that, right? But I can't watch any video content, no movies, no television shows, and you know, just for February. I did it back in November into December, about 25 days. I got really sick. And I was like, I just want to watch a movie and fall asleep, you know. So I stopped after 25 days. But, you know, it was nice. It helped me to realize to put my fucking phone down even after I decided to go back, right? And it's really hard to stay off. Like this morning I woke up and I threw on YouTube and I was like starting to play a video and I'm like, oh, whoa, what are you doing, you know? And so I just put on music, read some news online, and then that was it, you know. I will post my videos, and then, you know, anyway. So that's what I'm doing for the month of February, you know. The year of the warrior, right? So I gotta do some warrior type shit. And when I say warrior, I don't mean like you out there trying to kill people and this and that and blah, 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 blah. I mean like mental and physical and spiritual toughness, right? Build up that warrior mentality with your mental, your physical, and your spiritual toughness, you know, and see where it can lead. You know, I'm not saying that. I mean, I'm gonna go for 366 days because it's a leap year, but I'm not saying that I won't have days where I falter off, right? And you know, I'll talk about that as well if it does happen, you know. But that's not, I'm not going into this thinking like, oh, well, I'll have this many days that I can blah, 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 you know. But life happens. You know, I got kids, I got a girlfriend, she's got kids. Like sometimes shit comes up and you know, your day's jammed up all, you know, from morning, noon, and night, you know, and, you know, you still have to live life, right? You still have to live life, and that's the whole point of this. That's the whole point of the situation I'm doing, right? No excuses for 2024. You know, it's if I can show up for this every day, you know, then I can show up for anything every day, right? Any day. And starting in the winter was a good way to kick it off, right? Because a lot of times, you know, we don't want to go outside unless it's nice out. You know, it's 27 degrees right now. Well, when I first got out here, it feels a little warmer, but I've done push-ups and I already did like, you know, 2 miles, and you know, so I'm feeling pretty warm at this point. It's not bad. But yeah, so that's my plan for February. Well, no, that's not my plan. Well, it is my plan. That's what I'm doing for February. If anybody wants to, you know, you can DM me, stuff like that. And if you want to reach out, if you feel like doing a digital detox as well, let me know. You know what I mean? You don't have to start when I start, but, you know, hey, got to do all, you know, it just, I think that it's really healthy to limit the time that I'm doing this, you know. Well, maybe not the video, but like I'm like just watching people talk in a room, because I mostly watch like podcasts and independent news media and stuff like that. So it's usually just one or two people just talking, and then I'm like captivated, just staring at the television, because I got my internet on the TV, all that stuff. But anyway, or the device, But yeah, so that's day 1 of that. Day 32 of No Excuses 2024, Year of the Warrior. Again, are you a warrior or a warrior? Are you worried about your life right now and, how things are going? And, if worried about failure, I have doubts all the time, like yesterday I was, kind of watching one of my clipping something up, and then, and I'm like, well, what are you doing? You're going to freaking put a video out every day? Like, who the hell do you think you are? Like, people don't want to hear your bullshit, And I mean, I don't get a ton of freaking views and stuff, I get a couple hundred here and there. Sometimes I get a couple thousand, but, I'm slowly gaining subscribers, people are making comments, most of them positive, but again, I put myself out here, so it's like, I got to expect some pushback. I got to expect some negativity, right? But overwhelmingly, it's been pretty positive. And, but that's the doubts, right? So like, I was even thinking, like, oh, you're going to do this all year and, blah, blah, blah. And like, yeah, why not? Why not, right? Why not? I don't see, and again, will there be times, that it's going to be harder than others? Will there going to be times where I, maybe in a funk, because I got into a funk a couple days last week, before I hit the 30-day mark. And, and I came out anyway though, but I was fighting it, I was fighting coming out here, I was fighting doing exercise at the house. I'd been like, basically since Christmas, maybe a little bit before, so the beginning of December, I've been eating carbs and sugar and shit, not a ton, but still dessert almost every night, and then I wonder why, even with exercise, I'm staying at 230, 235, but that's okay. Last year when I started the 75 hard, I was at like 245, right? And so this whole year I've kept off at least 10 pounds, almost 15. So starting up in the winter, I didn't wait till springtime. The end of this year, I mean, I can only imagine where I'm going to be, right? And then there's all this other stuff that'll come into play because I'm doing what I'm doing and I'm staying consistent, and yeah. And I'm constantly testing myself, right? Like, how long can you do this for? Like fasting, like the carnivore diet, digital detox type thing, and even alcohol and drugs, right? But that's the one thing that I got to keep a constant on every day, right? Like, if I pick up my phone and watch some TikTok, that doesn't mean I can go do heroin. It's a totally different animal. I can't treat myself to a fucking shitty life. But yeah, so that's where I'm at right now, self-doubt and stuff, and it doesn't stay with me for very long. I start thinking to myself, I'm like, what do you care? What do you care what anybody else thinks, right? And honestly, like, I mean, sure, I would love to make a ton of money making content, right? But that's probably not going to be in the books. It's not in the books for most people. But I'm still going to do it because I feel good about doing it. I enjoy, putting it out there, rewatching it. It helps me with my psyche and, everything. And it keeps me kind of honest, right? Because I have people that I know, close people, that they'll know if I'm bullshitting. Like my girlfriend gonna be like, why the fuck are you lying? You know what I mean? My daughter will be like, why are you lying? Because they see me. So, it helps me stick to my goals. And, I love testing myself. I barely ever, I mean, I did in small ways, right? In small doses, but it was always in between jackpots. you know. But, you know, I got to a place where now I don't feel like I have to wait for a jackpot or that one is coming, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, video's way too long. I'll talk to you later. Peace.